Hey, what's good? What's up, everybody? Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, everybody that I'm hooked up to. What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing today? Today, we have a special show. So you want to lock in and stay connected to us and, just subscribe to the channel. You know what to do. Hit the bell, so you'll be the first person to get the videos, stuff like that. Let me just make a mention of something before you guys change the channel, before you go running off to another channel. Let me say this, because your mind just goes. Um, I want you to understand that we're not getting money for this channel. This is not a monetized channel. Um, I refuse to monetize this channel. And maybe down the road, years down the road, maybe, but we're going to have a website on the side where the people that want to get involved and interact and stuff like that, you can go on the website, and that's going to be on the outside of YouTube. And we'll have our merch and everything there too as well. Um, the temperature of the world today is kind of crazy, and you know, um, I don't know. I'm just kind of I don't know perplexed about the whole energy that I'm witnessing. It's kind of crazy. You know, people are losing their mind, anxiety and stress. People are, getting angry fast. One thing you guys got to remember, man, is that COVID has a few side effects, and we're going to talk about that in another show. COVID has a few side effects, and some of the side effects is that anxiety and depression. All right. So I want everybody to be aware that when you walk in these streets and you see somebody and they get real mad real fast, just letting you know that the side effects of COVID is anxiety and depression. And they even showed it to us once before that, there's like a dark spot inside the brain which gets damaged from the COVID. So just everybody be aware of those things and just try to stay safe. Not only are we having problems with people with, anxiety and depression, we're dealing with situations where we set boundaries and, and people always try to pull you into their world, but you set these boundaries. You have to set boundaries in order to deal with a lot of different people because people come with different kinds of energy. You know what I mean? So we're going to talk about setting boundaries, and but we also want to talk about how boundaries can chase people away. You know what I'm saying? I think I spelt it wrong up there, but I just want y'all to know that boundaries can also chase people away. You have to get to the point where you're able to understand what your boundaries is doing, what you're doing with your boundaries, and how it's affecting the next person. So today, right, I'm going to play this video, right, but at the same time, I'm going to hopefully probably stop in at certain points in times and try to express it step by step because I think that this needs a step by step situation. So if you got patience, stay with me. If you don't have patience, you can come back later. You can see this, at your own leisure, and you know what I'm saying, and it'll be all good. So um, let me pull up my friends and let's do this thing here and let's talk about boundaries. Okay. All right.
If so, it's a natural human desire to make our points not only heard, but listened to and discussed, as this inherently deepens our irresistible need for connection, and thus our feeling of belonging. This also means we generally desire to steer clear of perceived unhelpful conflict, and leave conversations feeling content or fulfilled. However, sometimes interactions don't proceed as smoothly as you want or imagined, making relationships difficult territory to maneuver. In this video, we want to talk about the 5 reasons why boundaries are important and how to set them. If you're someone dealing with this scenario, whether at school, home, or work, we hope that you can utilize these methods to set healthy, or at least healthier, boundaries for yourself.
Now, again, we're going to do this step by step because it's so important so that we can really get into this thing about the boundaries. Because a lot of people do not realize that if they don't have control of how they set boundaries, that could be a problem. That could be a real problem. All right. So we're going to go through this step by step. I'm going to stay with you on this one. All right. We're going to go through it.
1. Your emotional health is linked to boundary setting.
That's number one, right off the fact. Your emotional health is important for keeping boundaries, because see, what people don't realize is that what don't affect them may affect you and may cause you to go into the hospital. So that's definitely important.
Setting healthy boundaries has a direct influence on your emotional health. There tends to be a better feeling of control and comfort when you know who you are, how you want to be treated, and what you won't tolerate. Clarity of these aspects helps protect your emotions and helps you stay in control of how you feel. People, however, can be unpredictable, and even the best thought-out interactions don't always unfold as planned. So giving yourself a backup plan or outline of how to respond should an interaction go awry is important to maintaining that clarity and control of your situation. This maintenance will help you feel calmer, more confident, and protects your self-esteem when situations.
All right. So is about how we respond to these situations. When people come up to us with energy, certain kinds of negative energy, you don't have to jump into it and become the argument. You have to step back and observe and see what it really is. Let's keep going.
Situations with others become difficult. 2. You deserve to be heard and understood. You are the master of you, and thus can allow yourself to feel whatever you feel, regardless of outside input. You matter. Your feelings and emotions matter. You deserve to be loved and understood. We have the desire for others to understand us, or at least acknowledge our perspective, due to that wired need to be loved and to belong. This desire is intensified when the person is someone we care about.
Okay. So, that part right there, you know, a lot of people don't care about how you feel, right? And it's important to let's listen to that one more time, because they made a great point.
Can allow yourself to feel whatever you feel, regardless of outside input. You matter. Your feelings and emotions matter. You deserve to be loved and understood. We have the desire for others to understand us, or at least acknowledge our perspective, due to that wired need to be loved and to belong. This desire is intensified when the person is someone we care about. According to Psych Central, healthy boundaries don't always have the same optimal delivery methods. For some, it depends on clear-cut dialogue. For others, being direct is important. Being specific or direct about how we feel is key.
Now, that's important. You have to be direct. A lot of us don't know how to say no. A lot of us don't know how to say no because I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is why we can't say no. But I'm gonna tell you something. This episode right here is just to remind you that it's okay to say no. It's okay to say no, and that's one thing we have to learn to do is how to say no. All right? Stay away from me. You don't have to deal with people's bull. You don't have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Just love yourself. Make sure that you loving on yourself, because if you can't love yourself, you cannot love anybody else. You cannot.
This includes sharing our feelings, even if we think the other person won't fully understand.
That's another thing. You try to share your feelings to somebody, right? You try to share your feelings, and it's like, they don't understand. They're not hearing you. That's very, very frustrating. Okay, we on some real serious stuff today. We're talking about some real stuff, and I know that a lot of y'all can identify with this in some kind of way. Let's keep going.
It includes standing up for ourselves. These actions enable us to take part in open, active communication, which fosters deeper understanding and a healthier bond. 3.
You have to stand up for yourself. You have to stand up for yourself. You just can't keep on allowing people to step over you. That's why we keep, you know, we keep staying in these relationships that we don't want to be in, and then you don't love yourself. And then you with somebody for years and years and years, and it's just making you sick. It's making you sick. A lot of us, like they said in the beginning, they don't want to be alone. They have a need to have somebody or a need to be with somebody. You know what I mean? And sometimes you really don't need to be with somebody. You need to be with yourself and show your self love. You know what I mean? All right, let's keep going.
Sometimes situations call for assertiveness. When someone's being pushy or even aggressive, it's hard to apply the standards you set based on your boundaries. But assaults to boundaries threaten the self. Things like ridicule, contempt, judgment, and forcefulness are harmful to our emotional well-being. You deserve.
Now, listen, sometimes people, right, when they know that they can take advantage of you, they come at you a certain way, right, with certain kind of energy, you know, so that they can scare you into submission, scare you into, or just overtalk you, they want it their way. And if it's not their way, it's the highway. You have to set boundaries. I just told somebody today, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand about like boundaries and everything, and you want your boundaries and you want to, kind of, but you went through a whole lot of stuff, but you got these boundaries up, and, you can't, nobody, no man is coming to your house, no female, you're not coming to the man's house, you know, all these different boundaries. And, here I am, I'm trying to, figure and find out, you know, people and find out, who's the right person. But nah, you can't keep making the same mistakes because you're lonely or because you don't have nobody. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to sit and just chill. And sometimes you just got to let people, you got to cut certain people off. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. You have to cut people off, and, just recently, I just was on the phone just now. I had to cut somebody off because, this energy, this whole negative energy. You talking about you want boundaries, but I don't even really know you like that, and you got a whole damn baby in your stomach. Well, I think that's a little too much. I gave you a little too much. But anyway, if you come into the table with a full cup of something, coming to the table with a full cup of something, you got two kids and you got one in your stomach, and then you're gonna sit here and talk about boundaries. Well, you should have set them boundaries before you had them kids. It's crazy. Let's keep going, man.
Deserve respect. This is when assertiveness comes into play. It doesn't mean meeting aggression with aggression. Instead, it means setting healthy boundaries and saying no when you want to. And
Now, like you said, you cannot meet aggression with aggression. You know what I'm saying? Because that's also going to be a problem. Like right now, we have situations where people are snapping, people are flipping for no reason, and I was on my way to the DMX function, and I stopped at the store to go, use a rag or whatever right down the block at the Getty Square. And in this store, right, little bodega, whatever, this little Spanish kid, right, and I'm trying to get my pants wiped off because I'm going to, DMX's celebration. I want to, get this stuff off my pants, and the guy that sat there was like aggressive, talking about, who do you think you are, special, this, and that, and I'm telling you, he was reeling me in. He was reeling me in, right? Because it seemed to me you're short, and the thing about it, you're short, you're slim, and I'm big like this. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? So yes, we are dealing with people with different kinds of mentalities. Long-term COVID messed up their mind, or whatever the case may be. That's why you have to have a certain amount of boundaries. Not that's not why, but you have to set boundaries. You know what I'm saying? And I know that one went off a little bit to the left with the situation I went through, but this is just stuff that I'm going through. I just wanted to, bring that to you guys, and just, because this is every day I walk in the street is like a learning process. Every time I walk this life, it's a learning process. Everything is a learning process for you and for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't ready to come on here and do nothing. I didn't shave and whatever. I mean, I know I look clean or whatever, but I had something on my heart, and I said I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna speak on it because it's real. This is real. Let's keep going with this information.
Sticking to your strongly held beliefs and acting in a way that is in your best interest. You shouldn't have to always adjust to others. Your emotional well-being is important.
Okay, now let's talk about that. You shouldn't have to adjust to others. Your emotional well-being is important, right? Now, do you feel like you're adjusting to somebody, adjusting to others? Have you been in a marriage and you feel like you're just adjusting to others, you know? And then you say, well, damn, well, if I get out of it, what am I going to do? If I leave, who am I going to be? Those are the chances that you got to take. Would you want to just be sick, or and be somewhere where you know that you don't want to be? But that there again, it's the choices that we make, and sometimes we're in long-term relationships where we've been with somebody since we were young, and we've been around them for years, and see, in those kind of situations, you kind of, you take the good with the bad. You take the good with the bad, and you kind of weigh it out, but you also have a communication. If there's no communication in that long-term relationship, then what do you have? If you're a woman and you can't talk to your man, or if you're a man and you can't talk to your woman, what kind of a relationship is that? What kind of a relationship is it when someone, you're trying to talk to someone but they keep over talking you? What kind of a relationship is that? Setting your boundaries. Setting your boundaries for your own health. But be careful about those boundaries that you set, because those boundaries that you set can stop you from getting in the next relationship, and they can also chase people away. Let's keep going.
4. It allows for growth of self-awareness. Setting boundaries requires you to know what you truly want. You may have to do some soul searching to figure that out. Soul searching allows us to know ourselves better in the end. Boundaries also allow you to realize that you alone are responsible for your own happiness.
All right, so you have to find out who you are, right? Like, I did 5 years, and for a guy, guy codes, it's kind of like, wow, what did you do for 5 years? Well, I was celibate for 5 years, and out of all my life, it was kind of like the first time that I really took that kind of, made that kind of move, because I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired, man. I was just sick and tired of making the wrong choices and ending up with the same results, you know? So I had to grab a hold of my life and grab a hold of me and who I am, and stand firm, and not allow people to rent space or waste time in my life. When you have somebody wasting time in your life, it's only going to stunt you. Wasting time in your life, wasting your time by playing dumb games, stupid games. it's a waste of time. Now, I'm not saying that, just go and just break up and, just break up with somebody and, just go there and say, you know what? I was listening to Like It Really Is. And, he said, I should break up with. No, you don't know. You have to weigh your situation out. Everybody has a different situation, right? So when you put up boundaries, you could do it at the job. You could do it at home with your parents, you know, you could do it with in your relationships, setting up those boundaries, because in the end of the day, the person that's going to be affected by the whole situation is you. You're going to be the one that's going to be having high blood pressure. You're going to be the one that's going to be sick. You know what I'm saying? So all those games that people play, dead it. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow people to take you down a road. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, let me finish telling you about, this conversation like 10, 15 minutes ago I had on the phone. Like, this person is like telling me this and that, and oh, I do this, and I don't like doing this, and you can't, people can't come to my house, and I can't come to their house, and I don't want you to meet my kids, and people, this and not me, but she's saying these are her boundaries. And no, I get that. That's already in the textbook, right? You don't bring your man to your house so fast. You know what I'm saying? You get to know him first. You know what I mean? Like, what you're saying is stuff that is, or that's like the Bible of life. You know what I mean? But the energy, the energy that person was giving me was like she had the shotgun in her back pocket, the pistol, the 22 in her sock. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I know some people come across a certain way, and I know certain people they talk a certain way, but um I'm just not with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not with that kind of energy. If you got that kind of energy, stay out of my way. Right? I put up a thing of a reel that said, something to the effect of, if you're not 100, don't come around me, because we're not going to get along. We're not going to get along. If you're not 100 and you come around me, it's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what a friend is. I know what a friend does. You know what I mean? Like, I have friends that we don't really communicate with each other. You know what I mean? But you're not really my friend. You're just an associate. A friend is somebody that, calls me, yo, what's up? Yo, you all right? You all right? You chilling? You hanging in there? This and that. That's a friend. You know, But the thing about it, like, everybody has different feelings. Nobody's the same. Everybody has a different feeling, um, and a different feeling of what they want to do and how they do it. Let's continue looking at this. Build trust. I'll get back to you in a minute.
No one can mind read or guess what you truly desire with complete accuracy. An example is a situation where you want some space. You can calmly express that in words to the other person. You expect someone to just know without adequate communication is unreasonable. Understanding your boundaries will lead to understanding that you need to communicate or ask for what you want. And
Okay, so right there, like, prime example. I'm on the phone. Like, all this stuff is being fed to me in my ear. Listen, I got another phone call. I gotta go. You don't have to let people come with that energy. That's negative. Let's continue.
5. When you're able to communicate your wants and needs appropriately, your relationships with others flourish. For example, partners who are open and honest with each other have a better understanding between them. They know better what upsets their partner and where their limits lie.
Okay, let me get to that part right there. You have to have a relationship with your partner. You understand what I'm saying? Like, some people don't realize the next step, the next jewel that you're going to get in life is that if you don't have a communication with your relation with your man, and you're there just because of the sex, you might as well forget it. It's not going to last, because eventually you're going to find out and with who that person really is. Just like in this pandemic, we saw a lot of people breaking up, right? And what people were doing, they were going to work, coming home, going to work, coming home, going to work. You know what I'm saying? They got kids, dad's going this way, but then when the COVID hit, they had to stay in one place. Now I know that your feet stink. Now I know, well, you should have known that a long time ago. Or now I know that you're this kind of a person. You're not the same person. So we don't really take the time to really communicate with people. Let's continue because this is almost done.
This enables a happier coexistence all around. The website Break the Cycle posits that setting healthy boundaries in relationships allows both partners to feel comfortable and develop positive self-esteem. Furthermore,
Okay, so really quick, breaking the cycle, right? Let me tell you about breaking the cycle. I don't want what I've been through for my kids to go through that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you to have a problem or pick the wrong people, or somebody has to test out the water before you go walk in it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, somebody, like in the military, they usually send a scout ahead to make sure that the coast is clear. And if that scout never comes back, that means that the coast is not clear, right? So, and that's what we need young people to understand, is that your OGs been there already. Your OGs have been there already. You feel me? And for you not to say, I'm gonna get some information or I'm gonna learn something from this OG, you're just making it more harder for yourself. More harder for yourself to not trip and fall over these situations. At least you can, if you got knowledge, right? Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. If you have knowledge, you'll be able, when those obstacles come, you can jump over every one of them as they come. But we have to learn to listen and listen to learn in order to be able to acquire, this information and this kind of, um, you know, alley oop. You understand what I'm saying? This is what you call an alley oop. Like, you know how when a basketball player throws the ball up, and then the other guy's under the net, and he just grabs it out of the air and bang. That's what you call an alley oop. Setting you up, right? Setting you up to make the shot. Makes a lot of sense. Let's keep going.
with boundaries, you grow to realize that you are whole and good in and of yourself. While a partnership can be a positive enhancement, you're capable of surviving without it. No additional pieces needed, maybe just wanted, like a bonus. Establishing boundaries.
Okay, that part, you can, I know that some people are needy, right? Like, they need to be in a relationship, right? They need to have someone in their life. And, I feel the same way. I feel like I would like to have somebody in my life. I'm not in need of it, but I would like that to happen. And I know it's going to happen, but, there's not too many in New York City. There's, I don't know, it's a little rough, because everybody carries a Birkin bag. Everybody wants to carry a Birkin bag and Coach, and they want to go out and uh, well, not go out, but it's just everything is a material thing. Is everything's about money. You know, it's not like like it used to be. If you think that things are like the 70s and the 60s when it was about love and people loved each other and we learned about love, it's not like that now because these kids don't know about love. They may know about it, but it's not in their category. But they do say it. But anybody can say they love somebody and not mean it. You know what I mean? All right. So let's talk about crossing the line. Let's talk about crossing the line.
is overall conducive to healthy and sustainable coexistence with others, maintaining positive relationships. It's also an important part of staying mentally healthy. If you struggle with interpersonal relationships, whether they be with your boss, partner, or your parents, perhaps the situations can be rectified by examining your boundaries and how you uphold them.
Okay. Okay. So sometimes we have situations, right, with our parents, with our relationships, and sometimes we have to set boundaries. It's a very touchy situation right here for me. But the thing that hurts the most, right, is when you have to set a certain amount of boundaries with these people, knowing that life is short and no one's promised tomorrow. And when you set these boundaries and you see that the person that's aggressive towards you, they just won't stop. There is no communication. Death is right around the corner for a lot of people, you know. And when I say that, it could be an older person or it could be a younger person. Look at Twitch, right? Death can be around the corner for anybody because let me tell you this, the mind is crazy. The mind is crazy, right? Your mind could give up before your body does, right? And then when your mind gives up, that flesh doesn't matter anymore. People that are recovering addicts, drug addicts, ex addicts, they try to go back into the family. They've made some mistakes in their lives, you know what I mean? And try to make amends with people, with family members and relationships. But I don't think that people really, and here I go again, like people don't really know who you are and respect how you feel. People will, if you've been in addicted to anything, you go to somebody and you tell them like, yeah, I was addicted to this. You could have been, yeah, it's your fault. You did it yourself. You know, I was about to curse. I was about to curse. But let me just say this. To hell with them people. Okay? No matter what you've gone through, you may have gone through something, and it may not have been drugs. It may have been molestation, may have been bullying or something like that. If someone can't sit down and have a conversation with you and talk to you and communicate with you, then you have to set boundaries. And as though it might hurt, you have to do it. But you cannot lose it yourself. You cannot lose, you have to continuously love yourself because you have to understand that negative energy, if that person if that person's energy stays in on you, you're going down, right? And the thing about it that you must know and understand is that they might not even know it. They might even not even know what they're doing, but they still do it. Let's keep going. We're almost at the end.
Do you agree with the points explained in this video? Let us know in the comments below.
All right, so there you go. There you go. That's one for the history books, man. So let me tell you something. I'm passionate about this situation. All of these topics that I talk about on this show, I'm passionate about it because you know why? Because I know somebody out there. I know somebody out there, and let me look in the camera. I know you might be having a situation. You might be going through something, and you don't even talk about it. You hold on to it. I'm here to tell you that it'll be all right. I made it through. I'm not going to carry people's energy. You're not going to keep beating me down. You're not going to keep beating me down. I was beat down enough in my life to allow somebody to beat me down again. It's real. It's real. Anyway, let's switch gears before I start getting angry. I'm only kidding. Listen, again, we support Yonkers, man. Jada Marie has definitely done her thing in the area and of Yonkers, and young lady, 23 years old, man, just doing her thing. She's probably 24 now, but she's done her thing in with music, and I really like this song. I really, really tell you honestly, even though it's somebody else's music, I just like her vibe. She has a really good vibe. And, if someone knows her, I sent a couple of emails and I spoke to somebody, but get the word out. I'm looking for Jada Marie. Yonkers, you know what to do. Yeah. So, without further ado, man, here she is, man, with that fire. Home of the Locks. I can't play it enough, man. Y'all gotta love it. We'll be right back right after this.
I'm from the home of the locks. It don't stop. A young girl trying to make it to the top. I like to mix the new with the hip hop. Give them something they can feel and something they can rock. I'm from the home of the locks. It don't stop. A young girl trying to make it to the top. I like to mix the new with the hip hop. Give them something they can feel and something they can rock. Let me tell you about me. If you don't know, love a girl don't play. She don't take no jokes. Got a super clean swag and a sick ass flow. Everything she spit, guaranteed she wrote. And she ain't worried about what you doing. If you ain't giving her cash, keep it moving. I'm from the home of the locks. It don't stop. A young girl trying to make it to the top. I like to mix the new with the hip hop. Give them something they can feel and something they can rock. I'm from the home of the locks. It don't stop. A young girl trying to make it to the top. I like to mix the new with the hip hop. Give them something they can feel and something they can rock. And I ain't really with the drama, so you can save all that for your mama. I'm motivated and I'm chasing these commas and trying to stay out the way of your honor. Don't wanna shoot out, don't wanna fight. All I wanna do is rock the mic and just live my life until it's done. I ain't stopping till I'm number one. I'm from the home of the locks. It don't stop. A young girl trying to make it to the top. I like to mix the new with the hip hop. Give them something they can feel and something they can rock. I'm from the home of the locks. It don't stop. A young girl trying to make it to the top. I like to mix the new with the hip hop. Give them something they can feel and something they can rock.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That was the home of the Locks, man. That was Jada Marie. Like I told you guys before, listen, ladies, gentlemen, if you are an entertainer, you have music, please bring that music to me, man, because we're going to showcase it on this platform, man. We're going to try to see if we can help people to, get their music out. Maybe somebody's listening, You never know. You never know who's listening. I got a lot of friends in a lot of big places, and a lot of them just, sitting in the side and checking out what's going on here. So you want to bring your music and, all that stuff. So anyway, I went to the DMX birthday celebration. I had a friend of mine from a young lady from Interscope Records came with me, and we had a chill time. We had Bill Blast there. Bill Blast is cool. Always got love for my brother. What I want to do right now is I want to play a couple of things, right? Because Bill Blast, he's got some good music, man, and I sure love to brothers that's doing their thing. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to play a little bit of his music, so we can even it off. You know what I mean? All right. So listen, what we're going to do is we're going to rock this one. This is Bill. Some short clips. All right. Check it out. Uh-oh. We just lost that one. All right. So that's okay. That's okay. A little faux pas. That's all right. We're going to do it like this. Because one thing about me, I know what I'm doing. So we good. All right. So which one we're going to rock first? Let's see. So we're going to do. This is Bill Blast doing his thing. And let's go.
Hey, yeah, I don't need your permission, I don't need your position. Got my own vision, use my own wisdom, move my own shipment, produce my own hits and get my own gettings. Fuck your addition, your stance or opposition, your mission or tradition. You ain't original, you a rendition. Fake, you a snake, just like a politician. I'm unconditional, y'all come with conditions. Y'all all the same, my nigga, I'm different. Blessed, never stressed in the mess in addition. I don't even care if you guess or your suspicion. Watch how I make magic like a magician. You ain't even know I'm good for you like nutrition. You don't even respect a man with ambition. You think you know it all, you don't wanna listen. Only time you gon' get it is when the nigga missing. Romantic type, I want a wife, slow kissing. Time and attention, not to mention good dicking. A whole bunch of other things that could come with it. Billy the Blast.
All right, well, I mean, got a lot of good stuff going in. Good this and good that. And that's my man Bill Blast, man. That's the guy that you see at the end of the show all the time. He's, he be doing his thing with us. He definitely shows love. Let me play this thing. I don't know if you guys have ever heard Bill Blast battling against DMX. And I'm going to play this. This is an old one from 1990. Let's see. Let's see if we could do it.
And just might turn out to be a 6-month motherfucking record spree. I destroys all toys. Fuck what your name is. Your face is the same as your ass, and your game is blast. You're fucked up, brother. You and your crack-headed mother. Let me tell you about this boy I know. That bitch is a super hoe. I know the real scoop from 383 on what your mom is and what she used to be. She was jumping Jiminy, smoking like a chimney, consecutive blowjobs, all she was giving me. Broken backs against stomped by the ruthless. Call her Gumby, cause the bitch is toothless. Took more blasts than a rocket. Got too deep to keep one of them in a back pocket. Fat black sister, yeah, I dissed her, mustache like a mister. Plus she needs Listerine, get it? Ain't her name Reenie? When I finish with Reenie, she'll be teeny weeny. Pink and black lip, brick oven butt bitch. When I watch her butt switch, it makes my nuts shit, so I fuck the hooker. But every time I look at her in a motherfucking face, he makes me mad I ever took her out the jungle. I know I should've left her right along with her mama. That no good, half a Papa Top, Papa dirty, Papa ain't worth shit. Papa Top paper rises, he took his first hit. Papa Top about 2 days older than dirt, trying to rhyme, chasing everything in his skirt to get your feelings hurt. Fucking with the ex, cause yo, straight up and down, I disrespect in any context. Whoever is next, I'm like a pair of Nike ass. You're nothing but sex. Back to make you beg for mercy when all over that ass. Like Jackie Gilda Kirker, original, the unstoppable king. Dope DMS, watch the damage I bring. I'm the unstoppable preacher of rap drop rhymes. Cause I'm droppable with talent shows since the beginning of time. It was then I put 2 words together that rhyme that I'm taking this talent. Gift that I was blessed with. Made it clear that you shouldn't have messed with divine master of the unknown. Supreme hold off the microphone. You was kicking around when you see me, you stopped it. Thought about it, change your mind, then drop it just for me to eat it. Beat it, defeat it, sworn to stay till the job is completed. Never leave the seat of is a crime for me to lose. It's a sin, so if it's me you decided to try your luck with, can't be touched and I'm not to be fucked with. D to the M, M to the X. Yeah, the fuck it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Grab the mic, punk, I wish you would. I get rowdy like boys in the hood. Faggot. Shut up, bitches.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope, well, that one was kind of explicit, but it is what it is. This was back in years ago, I think in the 90s, early 90s. It looks like it goes back into the 80s, if I'm not mistaken, but, we'll fact check that and check it out and see what it is. All right. So, yeah, we're going to check out another one of his joints. He usually talks a lot of positive, a lot of positive vibes, a lot of positive information. You know what I mean? And that's what I like about his rap. It's not all, just crazy. You know what I mean? It has, some of it has feeling, has emotion. It has the streets. It has history. You know what I mean? It's about being spiritual, about being connected to God, stuff like that. Anyway, listen, I haven't heard this song in a long time, man. This is my man Flavio, When Will You Smile? I think we need a break for a minute because we probably saying, Jesus, what the heck was that? So let me just give you something smooth. We'll be right back right after this.
Ferris wheel going round.
How does this go again?
Where will she smile? Nobody knows. Take a ride, take a chance. Nobody knows.
My heart do still hurt, it just might still sting from that one time fling. Flavio the space boy, remember the letters. We're never done with that phase, just hit me whenever. Never felt fresher, vintage the full dresser. Don't address any problems, baby, keep that sweater. Never knew hiding them would be much better. Never knew all the love could be much stress. Evil eye from the jacket, baby, don't get upset. Fuck your reason and the purpose to flex. The point of the passion is the message, not the money with fashion. So take a lesson, living life to just bless it.
Nobody knows.
Just gotta hold on, man.
Take a ride.
That's all you can do.
Take a chance.
Bye.
Nobody knows.
Never know, man.
Take a ride. Take a ride. Take a chance.
Yo, life together, memories I still treasure. Rainy day from St. Key, let's color some bad weather. Many ways I could see us still being together. Romantic MC, I'm the one that you want. I never front, I never front. My bars is never in cursive, my writing's weird. It's just multiple fonts, multiple viewers got multiple wants, multiple fans got multiple plans, and many groupies trying to see me, maybe kiss me and do it. Renowned and neat, it sounds crazy, but it's mad neat. Listen to the tune, cause that's the true me. Truly, my music sounds travel fast for me. Nobody knows, bro.
Take a ride, take a chance. Nobody knows.
That's the best part of life. Trust me.
Take a ride, take a chance. Nobody knows. Take a ride, take a chance. I feel
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Yes, yes, that was Flavio. Flavio, he's the man doing his thing. Blessings to him. Um, yeah, so that's the situation, yo. We try to make things happen. Um, you know, I've been kind of missing my boy George. He's usually comes by and he talks about it, what we talk about. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can get George to come here and help me out with this thing. Because maybe he can help me, understand. You know what I mean? Let's try it out. Let's call on George. Hey, George, are you around? Hello, calling George. George, 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 are you there? Come out, George. We need you. We need a superhero. Come on, George. All right. Hey, George, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. Y'all hanging in there, just trying to live life.
Did you hear the conversation that we were having about setting boundaries and stuff like that?
Yeah, I kind of heard it. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. People, they're going through a lot. It makes me scratch my head sometimes because you know I don't understand. I set boundaries too, but people never respect my boundaries.
Well, you know what you got to do, George. You got to really stop letting people take advantage of you. You know what I mean? People are sometimes cruel and they want to take advantage and hurt you. And they don't care about your feelings, and you have to learn how to manage that.
Well, uh, I think I know how to manage it. Um, Maybe if I say no, 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 maybe that'll work.
Yeah, I think so. I think if you say no, I mean, you say no when those times come when when you need to get somebody negative away from you. That's coming at you negative, and you just have to be strong in it and just be able to just say no.
Yeah, it's hard for me to say no. It is really hard, but I guess I'm gonna try. Anyway, I gotta go. I got things to do. Uh, you look good today.
Oh, thank you, George. I appreciate it. I never thought you would say something like that.
Yeah, well, uh, you do. You really look good. You look like you're sweating a little bit. Uh, but I'm sweating too. I tell you, these lights are killing me. They're really killing me. Yeah, don't you feel hot?
Yeah, I feel a little hot. You can see my forehead sweating.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, I gotta go. Bye, everybody. See you later. Love you. Stay strong, and remember, set those boundaries. And remember, that sometimes when you set boundaries, you chase people away. And that's the sad part. You chase people away because don't nobody want to deal with that mess. Don't nobody want to deal with your crazy acting behind, trying to beat all that drama and stuff. We ain't got time for that. We ain't got no time for that.
Yeah, well, anyway, thank you, George. I appreciate you for being here, man. I hope to see you again soon, man. And stay strong, man. Stay up. I support you, man. And I appreciate you coming through. And I'm sure everybody loves you too. All right, George, take care, man. Have a good one, man. I'll see you soon.
Okay. I gotta fly. I gotta fly off into the sunset. Oh, goodbye.
All right. Special thanks for George stopping by and sharing his vision. Just remember, everybody, be thankful and grateful for everything that you got, because you never know when you don't have it anymore. Special shout outs to Beverly. I hope you feel better. Special love shout out to her. Shout out to Zamila. I saw you. Thank you for sharing. And hopefully we'll do something with Mama Rhonda. So anyway, listen, everybody, just be thankful and grateful for everything that you got. And remember, if you don't, no matter how old you are, you have to be thankful for your kids and be thankful for your parents, because anybody can go at any time. Anyway, this is Like It Really Is. I'm your host, Maurice. I will do the coverage on the DMX event probably on Friday. I pushed it back because there's a lot of work entailed in that, so I have a lot of stuff to do on that. Remember, everybody's like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get the likes up, okay? Let's get the likes up and let's get the subscriptions up. All right, let's work on that right now. And if you don't do that, if you don't subscribe, then I guess you're just a hater, and that's fine too, because I got a lot of haters out there. Then I got a lot of lazy people that just don't want to come over and subscribe. 3,000 something on my Facebook. You guys are supposed to be over here with me on this channel. You know what I mean? So listen, you make your way to this channel. All right? And just be thankful that, when you go on YouTube, that is not you're not, listening to bull crap. You know what I mean? You're listening to something a little bit different. All right? You have a great evening. This is Like It Really Is. Take care.
Salute, kid. Always. Always thankful and grateful. Let you stay blessed. You heard? So blessed. So are you. Yeah. I love myself, I love my life, I love my kids, I love my wife, I'm positive, I try to do what's right. I respect darkness, but rather live in light. Yo, I love my fam, I love my mom, I love my community, I love God, I love unity. He died for you and me. I always be thankful and grateful, wouldn't you be?